Hi, my name is Monique Bass and I am 47 years old. I live in Newark, New Jersey, and my occupation is a teacher's assistant for the East Orange Board of Education. I am single. Wait a minute, do you think I should say newly single? Wait, I'm single and I have twin boys. They are 29 years old, and I also have 4 grandchildren who are my heart. I love them. I was diagnosed with EBC on October 29th, 2020. I was in a car wash. So the doctor, the breast specialist called me and she told me, the good news is that the papilloma that they were looking at was benign. And then it was like, okay, sign of relief. And then she said, but there was a small mass behind it that we found, and that was developing cancer. But we got that out. So that's the good news. The good news is that we got it out. And I was like, okay. So I felt relieved. And then she scheduled for me to come in to go over all the results and all the test results. And she said, as they, spliced everything, she said that it scored on the oncotype testing, that it scored like a 49, which means that it was an aggressive cancer. And she was just like, you're going to have to do chemotherapy. And I said, oh my goodness, I'm going to lose my hair. Oh my goodness, work, money. I'm used to working 3 jobs. I'm a hustler. Like, I can't work. And she was like, no, because of, COVID is out. And, once you are diagnosed and you have to take chemotherapy, chemo kills your, the cancer cells as well as the healthy cells. So, being in the school with the kids and COVID, a lot of germs. So you don't want to, she said, you don't want to take that chance. So no, you can't work. So that was kind of like, what am I going to do? Where am I going to live? So it was just like a whole bunch of questions I had about how I'm going to go forward with this. How am I going to do chemotherapy? How am I going to survive? Just really, 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 was I afraid? I mean, I cried. I cried at the moment because it was like your life changed like in the blink of an eye. After being diagnosed, I turned to the internet. Of course, you go onto Google and they tell you I had stage 1 breast cancer. So, you want to research, you know, everything about stage 1 breast cancer, the side effects, what's going to happen, how long is it going to happen, how am I going to feel. The most important thing I was worried about, because I loved my hair, is that can I be that one person where my hair doesn't fall out? And they said, you know what? Majority of the times, the chemotherapy, that's one of the side effects. It comes out, and the internet said majority, like 17, 18 days after your second treatment is where your hair will start falling out. So I read about my hair. You get hyperpigmentation in your tongue. So that was pretty gross. But I'm not, after chemotherapy, I don't have nausea. I don't have fatigue. I'm not in pain. And I'm grateful for that. So if hair loss is that what I have to deal with, hyperpigmentation and darkening of the skin, I will deal with that over being nauseous and sick and weak every day. So I'm very grateful that I still feel really good at this point. My spirits are up, and I still, I'm halfway through treatment, and I still, anything that comes up, I definitely turn to the internet to help me out. Yes, I have a treatment plan. The breast specialist suggests that I take adriamycin and Cytoxan combo together for the first 4 cycles. And then the last 4, I would have to take Taxol or Taxol for the last 4. And then once I'm finished chemotherapy, they suggest 6 weeks of radiation. A tip that I would have is definitely just take one day at a time. And the reason I say that is because after I had my first treatment, I was about to walk out and I said to the doctor, so when am I going to get sick? When am I going to sick? When am I going to be sick? And they're like, no, 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 no. Don't say that. Don't think that way. Just one day at a time and stay positive. So the most important thing I would tell women is stay positive. Take one day at a time. Go with the flow. Learn your body. You're definitely going to experience the hair loss. And once that happens, make sure that you embrace your new head, your baldness, and remember that you're beautiful, and just be confident, and hair grows back.